Take it to the end zone for the second time. It's a play action fake to Watts.
And welcome back to FTN. Due to some unfortunate events, I've had to relocate FTN Studios to another part of my house. Bear with me as I try to get more videos out. Right now, we're not even going to hesitate. We're going to go right into the championship game. The championship game, ATL versus Dynasty. This is the game most of y'all didn't get to see, but definitely wanted to see. Let's go live right now. And let's start the game off. Dynasty on the 20-yard line. Hands off to Rudy. Off tackle left. Breaks a tackle and gets brought down. A nice little 4 or 5 yard gain. We know that Brandon Rudolph is the perennial running back. And he's brought down again. Gashing him for a couple yards. You see they're trying to get the run game started early. ATL's front seven seems to be holding up nicely as long as they can limit those kind of runs. Third down. Off tackle left again. And he breaks one. At least a good 8 yards. Paul Parham drops back, looks across the middle. Big first down, but ultimately Dynasty went to another 4 and out and had to punt the ball. During that 4 and out, Brandon Rudolph was injured and had to leave the game. Brandon Rudolph is no longer in this game. ATL takes over on offense. Handoff up the middle. And we see Dynasty converge, but they can't stop him from gaining a good 3-4 yards. D Buttons in the back, out of shotgun, pressured by Wayne, incomplete pass. Almost picked off right there. D-backs went to step up, but incompletion. D Buttons in the shotgun again, and once again being pressured out of the pocket, trying to make a run, and they call him Big Meech. Meech comes up the middle and makes a great sack. Paul Parham takes over on offense, hands the ball off to Cortland. Cortland breaks it wide. A good 12, 13 yard run. They go back to the exact same play. Cortland breaks it. But we see there's a fumble strip. ATL takes over. Cortland loses the ball. One of the first times he's ever ran the ball, so we kind of expect that kind of thing. Run by Bowen, off to his tackle left, and they shut him down. Shut him down. What? That's Mike Murray making that play in the backfield. D Buttons take the snap. Goes to look. Got a man wide open. And it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Mark Preston. The linebacker takes it to the house. Pick 6. And we got the first score of the game. D Button under center. Snaps the rock. Goes to make a toss, and Cowles brings it down in the backfield. We hear a lot about this ATL running game, but so far it's stifled in getting started. And the pressure coming from the backfield, D Buttons goes to make another move and tries to make some plays with his feet, but Dynasty is all over him like a bad suit. D Buttons under center. Hands off right. Running back goes to make a play, and he stood up by the Dynasty front seven, who honestly have been lights out the entire tournament, and now they're forcing ATL to punt the ball. Dynasty will take over on offense. Dynasty takes over on offense. Brandon Rudolph out of the game. Handoff up the middle. And we see he's brought right down. That front seven shut it down. You can already see the effect of not having their starter in the game and how it changes the way they run. Dynasty under center. Quick pass out to Chris Mazza. And tip ball. Interception. And he takes it to the house. What an amazing play by the cornerback to keep a heads-up play going and bringing it to the house. We'll see it right here. Paul steps back. Excellent throw. The ball hits his hands. The wide receiver just can't handle it. And we see the cornerback takes it. And that's all she wrote. Put 6 on the board. We got a tie game, folks. Dynasty takes over back on offense, pitches the ball out. Cortland goes to make a break up the middle, and he's fighting them. 3, 4, 5 guys, and they still can't bring him down, but there's no advancement of the ball. Penalty, move the ball up 10 yards. Dynasty takes over. Under center, Paul looks to make a pass. He goes to step up, and big sack. Got that knee down. Tevin making a play. No sack zone. It's ineffective this time around. Tevin gets the sack. 10 seconds of the second quarter, and big pass to Eric Upshur, fights for the additional yards and tries to make something happen before the close of the second quarter. It's now halftime. We'll come back with the third quarter. Third quarter starts off with ATL taking over on offense. D Buttons in the shotgun. Rolls out, looks to make a pass, and big catch, and brought right down by Michael Scott. They finally get the pass game rolling, and it looks like ATL's offense has come to start the third quarter off right. D Buttons out of the shotgun. Rolls to make a play. Bounces. Goes under Big Meech once again. Steps up and makes a play in the middle, and it's tracked him down. D Buttons is not a guy that you can easily track down. D Buttons out of the shotgun. Incomplete pass. Trying to get the offense rocking and rolling. So far, the offense hasn't produced many positive yards. D Buttons on the center. Hands off the ball. Sweep right. And he's brought right down. Wayne comes from the entire other side of the field to make a play with Michael Scott. ATL goes to punt the ball, and it'll be Dynasty starting over on offense. Dynasty takes over, and they open up a hole on that left-hand side, and we see Cortland brought right down. A good 3-4 yard gain. Paul under center, snaps and takes the rollout. Great block by Cortland. Tries to make a play, but that ATL front seven starts to swarm. You see Mike Lavelle, you see Tevin, all of them running to the ball. Hand off, and they part that hole like the Red Sea. Cortland bursts right through it. Amazing hole made by that left side again. They go back, fake that play, deep ball, D2, jump ball. You know what he's going to do. You know what he's going to do. He's going to embarrass somebody. And they celebrate. Paul, lob pass, put an exclamation point on it, folks. They put 14 on the board, and Dynasty goes up. TL takes over on offense, and you can hear the chants of Dynasty. D Buttons drops back, goes a step up, breaks right, misses, breaks a tackle, gets about a good 4 or 5 yards before he's brought down. D Buttons taking it out of the shotgun, deep bomb, and he looks, and we can't get a clear shot. Looks like he makes a play. D Buttons looks back again. Wayne pressures him. Big sack in the backfield, and you got to see why this happens. This is called affecting a play, though you may not make the play. Wayne steps up, and he shuts down D Buttons' run lane, who has to double back, and he runs right into the other rushing DN, who brings him down for a good 10-yard sack in their own backfield. Dynasty takes over on offense. Dynasty hands off up the middle, and they're trying to get the tough yards running between the tackles. Paul Parham in pistol takes the handoff, fakes it, deep ball, and there's nobody there. Paul takes the handoff again, lobs it out, tip ball, interception, not again. He's going to high step it all the way to the end zone as ATL has another defensive touchdown, 14-14. Dynasty hands off the rock. Cortland dragging people. Gets about a 5-6 yard gain. Bootleg. Now Paul is going to take it for himself, and it's a foot race to the out of bounds. Closing seconds of the fourth quarter. ATL has gone up and tied the game, and Dynasty is marching. Another bootleg, and we see Paul. He's going to shake 1 tackle, 2 tackles, gets a block, 3 tackles, He's going, and he gets hit out of bounds. Fourth quarter, the game is on the line. Paul has the ball to Cortland. He gets stopped and backs him into the end zone for 21-14. Big touchdown. Let's really look at this play. We're going to free frame it here. You can see Cortland in all black breaking Tevin's tackle. He's going to peek out, and number 99 is going to stand right in front of him, and he backs him up almost 4 yards, knocks him over, and rolls into the end zone. Folks, if that ain't effort, I don't know what is. With the game on the line, and at his first time at running back, Cortland comes up with a huge touchdown. Fourth quarter, game all but over. ATL has to score. ATL hands the ball off to Bowen. Great play, breaks a tackle. He's rumbling and bumbling. I see somebody who doesn't think the game is over. Bowen with a big game. D Buttons under center. Hands the rock off again, and they're gashing him for about another 10 yards. Great play by ATL. They're finally getting the run game started. Hands off again. Bowen looks right. BG tries to confront him, and he brought him down another 3-4 yard gain, and ATL has got the run game running right. Goes to hand the ball off again, pass, incomplete, almost picked off, but we have an incomplete pass. Dynasty D-backs broke that up. D, another handoff up the middle, running back, skitter scattering, looking, breaks a tackle, he's still on his feet, goes to make another tackle, and brought down. This run game can't be beat. They're doing their best to put points on the board. Let's tie up the game again. Hand off the rock again, breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and they're just marching on him. I don't know if this Dynasty defense is tired, but this run game is beating them up. Hand off the rock again to Tevin. Tevin looks to make another opening, but Hank says nope. Shuts him down, brings him down by the 2-3 yard gain. ATL doesn't seem to want to put the ball in the air, keep the ball on the ground. Puts the ball in the air, broke it up, and then almost another interception, another one. Those D-backs are not allowing anything through the air, so they hand off the rock again, and he's still on his feet, breaks another tackle. Why doesn't he keep running? And he just trots out of bounds. I don't know if he did that for time, but it looked like he could have got a couple more yards. D-Buttons goes to make a play, steps up. He's still on his feet, and they're bringing it down into the red zone. They're on the 1 yard line. Dynasty brings in the heavies, and this is it. This is it, folks. On the 1 yard line, and they shut it down. They shut it down in the backfield. They shut it down in the backfield. Championship game on the 1 yard line. They need this. D Buttons goes to hand off the rock. Wayne, Hank, and the entire Dynasty line in the backfield making a play. You got 3 guys making contact with the running back before he even has the ball. What an amazing play by that defensive line. They come in and they come up big when they needed it most. It's a false start penalty. They're backed up 10 yards, so they can't even go back to the 1 yard line. Snaps the ball. D-Buttons takes it back. He tries to run. He's running for his life. Final play of the game, and he's met right on the sideline. They hold him up. The clock runs out, and the game is over.
What you want? Like I said, we're going to play the game. It's not. Once the game's done, we got this. We got this. We got this.
Go ahead, E. Do the check, nigga.
We grind! We grind! We grind! We grind! We grind! Fight! We fight! 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 Fight!
so you can't go. Where's that?
You gotta kiss it, baby. You gotta kiss it, baby.
Right there.
Purchase now.
We rock what we do. We rock what we do. We rock what they do. We fight. 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 We rock what we do. We rock what we do. We rock what they do. We fight. 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 We fight.
We all we got, we one team. We just trying to chase one dream. Remember times they hated us. That's okay, we made it up to the top now. We can't stop now. We warriors, we lion-hearted. Every time we in the game, you know we riot starters. My team, we going hard. Every day we getting stronger. Every day we keep winning. That's what we're born to do. Every time we in the field, we come to torture you. Touchdown after touchdown. Every day we scoring too. Other teams can't mess with us. Can't mess with us cause we the smartest. Last game I went to, we came in beat the Spartans. Nobody can challenge us cause at the end we still the hardest. My team is the hottest out and all your other teams is garbage. Black and yellow is our color. I ain't talking about bumblebees. The only reason why we're gold is because our royalty. When I mean that black color, y'all teams just fade to black. It's brotherhood in my team. Nobody ain't taking that.
We rock what we do. We rock what we do. We rock what they do. We fight. 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 What we do. We rock what we do. We rock what we do. We rock what they do. We fight. 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 We fight.
Man. Shout out to my man Jamie, shout out to my man Hank. Every time they in the field, they going hard in the paint. Shout out to my man Jarrell, shout out to my man Dwayne. Every time they in the field, they bringing out all the pain. Shout out to Paul Parham, Justin Grit, Iron Man. Every time they in the field, they're tougher than Iron Man. Shout out to my man Brandon, BG and my man Itty. Every time they in the field, they the hottest up in the city. Shout out to B. Rudolph, best in the field and on the track. Every time he in the field, he bringing that lion back. Shout out to Brandon Ross, real supporter since day one. Shout out to Michael Scott, real supporter since day one. Last but not least though, shout out to Hawk Smash, aka my big brother Casanova, he Hawk Smash. Shout out to the cameraman, matter of fact, that's me, recording all the free games. Every time it's Dynasty.
We rock what we do. We rock what we do. We rock what they do. We fight. 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 What we do. We rock what we do. We rock what we do. We rock what they do. We fight. 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 We fight.
You know why we can? Because we grind! We grind! We ball! We ball! We ride! We ride! We fall! We fall! We fight! 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 Who wins? Go!